This video is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research.
Yeah.
What is half of 4 plus 4?
Half of 4 plus 4?
Mm-hmm. So
plus,
easy.
Yeah, 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that's 4.
No.
This psychopath unalives a news reporter live on the air. Now his name is Vester, and he's a TV reporter himself. He's also just kind of an angry dude. Like, he's just mad about a lot of stuff. And at his TV reporter job, bro does not get along with his co.
Welcome back to another episode of Quik Reaction TV. Smash the like, subscribe, and rock the bell so you won't miss an upload. I got a crazy selection today. Let's see how deep this rabbit hole go. Quick!
Worst feeling is when you find out you didn't mean as much to someone as you thought you did, and then you just look stupid for caring so much. I wish I didn't care about anything, but I do care. I care too much. Sometimes the only reason you won't let go of what's making you sad is because it was the only thing that made you happy.
Hey Jenny, a ship sank and every single person on board drowned, but there were 22 survivors. How's that possible?
They all drown. Every single person drowned, but they're survivors?
Yep.
Is it survivors who are on a different boat?
No, it's on the boat. I think that's implied.
So it's the same boat, but they
Yes.
survived even though they drowned?
Exactly. The ship's...
They drowned, but then they resuscitated them, so they actually survived.
What? No, no. Then they wouldn't be declared drowned. The ship sank.
Okay,
Every single person died.
okay.
There were 22 survivors. How?
It's not possible.
But it is. That's why I'm asking you.
No, because if they drown, then they're dead, and then there's no survivors.
But Jenny, it's a riddle. You got to think.
Some people who did, like, forgot to board and were on land, and then they survived.
No, but if that's the case, man, they lucked out, didn't they? No, the 22 survivors were on the ship.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 No.
Haha, quick brain tease for you. I asked 2 people, they couldn't get it. Let me know if you solved it in the comments below. What's your answer?
What is going on, y'all? So the entire police department in Geary, Oklahoma, including the police chief, just resigned, y'all. And remember, this just happened in Oklahoma itself.
For the nearly 1,000 people who live here in Geary, they've lost their entire police department and 2 of their 3 city council members in a single day. Residents tell me they feel like their city is crumbling around them.
If this isn't an emergency, then I don't know what is.
That we don't have much of a city anymore.
On Thursday morning, the entire Geary police force turned in their badge. That's 5 officers, including the police chief. The announcement came on social media. The police chief thanked the town and encouraged residents to be more active in city government.
So basically, they are just leaving it to the people to fend for themselves. Y'all hear that? Geary, Oklahoma. Now, no reason was given as to why they quit, but they all quit together, including the 2 politicians from their small town. This is what one of the politicians says after they were audited, and the acting police chief right now was the one that audited them. That's interesting. So now all of this is going to pose a danger to the citizens because no one's there to protect them. Protect them, serve, which is what officers do. And I've also read in the comments that this has happened to other places as well. Did y'all hear about that? Is this happening other places as well? All of this is going on and no one's talking about this? Bro, please let me know what's going on, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only, y'all. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
Now, either everybody in that town are the same age or it's definitely something going on. Can anybody confirm if this is going down in anywhere else? What state you're in? Drop it in the comments below.
Yeah.
What is half of 4 plus 4?
Half of 4 plus 4?
Mm-hmm.
4
So
plus,
easy.
Yeah, 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that's 4.
No, it's not 4.
Yeah, it is. What are you talking about?
It's not 4.
You said half of 4 plus 4.
Half of 4 plus 4. What is half of 4 plus 4? 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4.
Mm-mm. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then half of that is 4. 4 plus 4 is Yes, it is. What are you talking? Even if you do like cut the numbers in half at the beginning, that's just how math works, right? That would become 2 plus 2, which is, what's 2 plus 2?
2 plus 2 is 4.
Right. So the half of 4 plus 4 is 4.
The answer isn't 4, Nick. Do you want to try a different answer?
No. Let me ask you something. I want you to picture in your head a number, okay? Any number. Let's call it 4.
Okay.
And then from there, I want you to add 4 to it. Tell me, what is 4 plus 4?
4 plus 4 is 8.
And what is half of that?
Half of 8 is 4.
Yeah, so half of 4 plus 4 is 4.
Nick, no, you're not thinking. You're not using your brain. You give up?
No, what? Yeah.
You got me.
Tap the like button if you're feeling the content. Smash subscribe to take another dive down the rabbit hole. And don't forget, comment your comments. Man, special thanks to everybody subbing down with me watching these episodes. It really, really, really makes me happy, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Thank you. Now let's get back to it. Quick.
This guy, his name's Billy, and Billy is about to unalive a whole lot of old people. Now, Billy is nobody special. He's kind of a turd who works odd jobs here and there. He's a caregiver, he's a maintenance worker. But one day, something changes in Billy, and he snaps, and he decides he wants to make his money in a different way. And Billy knows a lot about elderly people, because he's worked in a lot of care facilities and retirement communities as a caregiver or as a maintenance person. And Billy knows that these old people often have jewelry and family heirlooms just lying around. So he comes up with a plan to target some retirement communities and loot some of these places to make a few bucks. Also, he's gonna murder some people. Now, his plan works like this. He's going to go to a retirement community and scope out a resident who he thinks might be a good target, likely a woman. Then he'll pretend to be a maintenance worker and he'll knock on their door and ask them if they need any work done. And when they let him inside, bam, that's when he'll overpower them and he'll smother them with a pillow until they're unalived. Then he'll rob them of their jewelry and he'll put their body back on the bed to make it look like the person just passed away from old age. It's a crazy plan. So then Billy, he goes to a nearby retirement community and he knocks on someone's door. And this woman opens it. She's 87. And then, boom, Billy overpowers her and he suffocates her with a pillow. And then he steals a bunch of her jewelry and valuables. And then he goes to a pawn shop and he pawns them. The next month, he does the same thing to a 91-year-old woman in the same retirement community. So then, bro just keeps going, and boom, he unalives another one, a 94-year-old woman. But this time, he gets caught by police in the area and arrested for trespassing. So once he gets out of jail, he just continues his plan. He goes to a different retirement community, and he starts unaliving people there. He unalives an 82-year-old woman, he unalives another 82-year-old woman, an 83-year-old woman, an 86-year-old woman, an 89-year-old woman, and of course, afterwards, he's taking all their shit and he's pawning it. Then, the week after that last murder, he comes back, and bam, he unalives an 87-year-old woman. Then, the week after that, he unalives a 92-year-old woman. And here's the thing, no one is held responsible for these murders because no one is reporting them as murders. Because these are elderly women, so when their bodies are discovered, people just assume that they died in their sleep of natural causes. And from what I read, if you suffocate someone with a pillow, their death appears as if they had a heart attack. I guess the signs end up looking the same. And unfortunately, when someone of that age, an older age, dies, they don't typically do a full autopsy on them. So this allows Billy to get away with murder over and over again. It's really sad. I mean, this whole video's sad. Anyway, then, about 2 weeks after that last murder, at that same retirement community, someone notices him. And they approach him and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And Billy's like, I'm a maintenance guy. I'm here to work on some pipes." And they ultimately let him leave. But he's starting to realize that people around there are getting suspicious of him. So, what does he do? He chills for a while. But then, about a year later, he just moves on to the next retirement community to start all over again. And at this new place, he unalives a woman. I don't know her age. But 2 weeks after that, he unalives another woman, a 90-year-old woman. But then, 6 weeks later, Billy finally slips up. He knocks on the door of this 93-year-old woman's apartment. And I don't know her name, so we'll just call her Gertrude. So Gertrude opens up the door and Billy goes through his normal routine. He tells her he's the maintenance guy and he asks her if she needs any maintenance work done. And Gertrude's like, nah. But then, before she can close the door, kaboom, Billy busts in and he knocks her to the ground. And then he grabs a pillow and he covers her face with it until she runs out of air. And then he grabs her jewelry box and he just flees the scene. Here's the thing though. When Billy was smothering Gertrude with that pillow, she knew she wasn't strong enough to overpower him. So she just stopped moving and she starts playing dead. So Gertrude is still alive. And after Billy takes her jewelry box and leaves, she crawls over to her emergency alert button and she presses it and she alerts the police. And so police come over and unfortunately she really isn't able to give them enough details about him for them to identify the suspect. So unfortunately, Billy gets away with it again. Until... So this string of murders continues, and Billy targets another retirement community, and he unalives an 84-year-old woman, and then he unalives a 79-year-old woman, and then a 93-year-old woman, and an 81-year-old woman. Then he targets some other places and some other women in their own homes. A 90-year-old woman, an 81-year-old woman, a 75-year-old woman, an 88-year-old woman. And he just keeps going, unaliving more elderly women and pawning their stuff. And he seems to be making quite a bit of money off this. But then he screws up again. One day, Billy knocks on the door of this woman's apartment. Her name's Mary. And Mary answers the door, and suddenly, kaboom, Billy forces his way in, and he yells at her, lie down! And she's scared, so she does. And Billy, he grabs a pillow, and he gets on top of her, and he starts suffocating her. And Mary, she passes out. She's unconscious. But once she stops moving, Billy thinks she's dead. So he grabs her jewelry box and he flees the scene. Sometime later, a friend stops by to see Mary. And she sees that Mary's lying on the floor, not moving. So she calls 911 and paramedics show up and they revive her. And when Mary eventually reports all this to the police, she is able to give them a description of Billy. And they're able to link him to his car, which about a month before had been seen near one of the murder scenes. So now, kapow, police have a suspect. But they're not quite quick enough, because the day after Billy had attacked Mary, he goes out looking for his next victim. And unfortunately, he finds her in a local Walmart. A little 80-year-old woman named Lou T. So Lou T is at this Walmart and Billy approaches her and I guess they interact, and that is the last time anyone sees her. And it is presumed that he followed her home that day. Because later that day, Billy goes into her apartment and he unalives her too. And he takes her jewelry box. But that same day, since Billy is a suspect, police have started staking out his home. And soon Billy gets home from, I assume, unaliving Lou T, and he's still got her jewelry box that he stole. And I guess he had taken all the valuables out of it because he ends up throwing that box in the dumpster. And police see him throwing that box in the dumpster, and bam, they go and they arrest him. Here's his mugshot. And they end up digging that jewelry box out of the dumpster, and inside it, they find a piece of paper with Lou T's name on it. So police go over to Lou T's apartment about 10 miles away, and there, inside the place, they find her, unfortunately, unalived. And so police start to connect all the dots with Mary's case, and they start looking into hundreds of deaths in the area to see if maybe Billy had been responsible. And it's hard for police to ultimately know exactly how many elderly people Billy unalived because, again, so many deaths of people that age were initially thought to be from natural causes. Regardless, they ultimately charge Billy with unaliving 18 people, and he ends up getting life in prison. But then, after that, at some point, while he's in prison, his cellmate stabs him, and he dies. So...
Is it me, or was he just crazy? I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to feel about this one. Y'all let me know how y'all feel down in the comments below.
Yeah.
I see.
Memphis, the capital of ancient Egypt.
Right. Yeah, you're bringing what?
Perhaps that's where our new god will come from.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny. Yeah, okay, so I want to talk to you about alignment.
I wish that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't creepy at all. That clip was from a very recent interview with Jordan Peterson and Musk inside of the Texas Gigafactory. You can go look it up right at the very beginning. I'm talking the first 2 minutes. Musk goes off topic and obviously makes Peterson feel super uncomfortable and awkward and starts talking about Memphis, Egypt, when in reality, as you can see, Memphis, Tennessee is where Musk has set up a XAI data center for God knows what.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Now, I done watched Jordan Peterson's lectures plenty of times. They very informative. But that Mr. Musk character, now, he threw something out there I want y'all to peep. Those pyramids, where did he say? He said Memphis. Think about that. He wasn't talking about Egypt. But y'all let me know how y'all feel or what y'all know about that down in the comments below. Now there it is, Quik Crew. Thanks for chilling to the end. Please like, comment, subscribe so we can do it again. And remember, keep God first, respect your parents, and love your kids. And I'll see you in the next vid. Quik!